Been a long time. So I was given this question. Um, Narrate a failure that gave you more opportunities. Is that the question? Narrate failure that led to opportunities. I have so many failures that led to opportunities. All of us have to face failure. It comes to a point where it's not scary anymore to fail. I always believe that failure is the opposite of success. It's a part of growing pains. It's a part of journey to success. Because when we fail, we learn things. We garner wisdom, experiences, and as we keep making bad decision, making failure, making or accidentally not having a good discernment on the decision we want to do, and then ended up causing us bad things, failures. I feel those are necessary to survival in life because I were as a young person coming to the US, I was very idealistic. I was cocooned, I was sheltered, and then I was brave. I'm very brave, and the fear never came to me. As coming here as a young 22 years old from the Philippines, a year after my father died, a year after college. So imagine just school, home, dorm, school, home, um, and studying, and then all of a sudden having you know been raised not a whole lot of exposure, then coming to the States and being able to navigate life um, as um, as failures and mistakes were experienced. I feel they're ways for me to experience life. They're actually the stepping stone to achieving the goals that I want. Luckily, I passed my board right away, but that's one thing that I can say. I didn't go out. I studied, so that's one thing with my career wise. I was experimental. I wanted to learn things. So I would say with my career, there's not. It's a laid, definite track. Finishing college is the best thing that I have done because I know as a nurse I will have a job. I have choices on what to do. Although from the beginning, when I was offered if I want to specialize right away, I chicken out. I did med tele, which is I was being offered dialysis in ICU right away, and I chickened out for the fear that I didn't have any experience. So that's I think one thing, a mistake that I made, or a failure that not a failure, but a mistake that I did because uh, being able to practice as a nurse and seeing the young generation being brave, starting in emergency room, they were brave. You're going to learn things anyway. Why not learn right away with a specialty? But, things happen for a good reason. So when we fail, bigger opportunities happen because for anybody who has a goal and wants to have a best version of life and themselves, those failure shapes us to who we are now. And even successful people, athlete, leaders, entrepreneurs, they have failed multiple times before they have achieved their goals. Failure helps us to innovate, help us to think deeply, and to assess and reassess our situation. So we use that failure as a stepping stone for us to be better the next day or tomorrow. We make decision without us knowing that it's going to lead us to failure. We make decision with fear that it can result into failure, but still through our I would say being brave, being resilient, having greed, being focused, we don't care whether we fail. Of course, failure is painful, but as I've said, it is a learning curve to fail. Um, when uh, when a person is young, we don't know any we don't know much, but we are brave to experience, you know, journeys in life. We navigate to moving from places to places, like I did, doing different hospital because I needed to learn things. And through that, by going in different hospitals all over San Diego and doing traveling nursing, uh, doing um, doing from Camp Pendleton to La Jolla Encinitas to La Jolla Scripps to UCSD to Sharp Memorial, Kaiser Permanente, Thornton, UCSD Hillcrest. I think I've tried all hospitals, and the last one I worked is Kaiser. I failed in some instances when I want to advance my career, but those are stepping stones. Sometimes I move things in a fast way without, realizing it could push me back. Um, so in terms of this online business, I have made so many mistakes. Since I am not an entrepreneur, I'm not a tech savvy. Although we have this proven plan guided, educating us on how to run our business. Um, we still experiment. We still sometimes I don't understand how it's done, and I just do it fast. I try to learn from what I'm doing. Like if I have to create ads, um, people people actually teaches you how to do it. But I think you learn better when you experience yourself how you should be doing your social media ads. Um, so I would advertise, and the key to that is monitoring your ad. Sometimes, I just go on cruise control and thinking the ads are going to be watched by someone. So, mistake. You have to watch your ads and do your analysis of how you are faring with advertisement. I also have probably subscribed to a whole lot of things that I really don't need at the very beginning of my career as an online business owner. And some stuff are necessary, and some stuff are not. So, but I learned from that mistake. I pick and choose which tool I need to use to be able to propel me in this online business. Another mistake is that or failure that I had is that I wanted this business to move fast and give me result right away. I feel, mm, in my goal, it failed me to achieve that success in a certain period of time, but that made me realize that this journey, this online business is a journey. It led me actually from not achieving what I wanted to do in the next how many years I want to be here, to a life coaching business, to develop myself, to learn more how I could refine myself in coaching, in talking to people, in cohorting with people, in knowing that the business is not just for fun, it's a real business. So, depending on how I want to run it, this business cannot wait for me to keep move my needle from the goal that I had from the beginning. So, although at some people's criteria, that's a failure because we were trying to um, achieve goals and didn't meet the expectations. But we really, a lot of people judge us or prejudge us on how we are doing, especially me venturing into an online business. They consider it failure when I don't achieve certain specific milestone or mark in the income that I want to do. But for me, that is, I'm being refined. I'm uh, being prepared for bigger things, and it's in the cusp because it took this long for me to realize and build resistant resilience. I re i rebooted my thinking and my approach of doing things, and it forces me to grow as an entrepreneur. It forces me to be more coachable. Thank God for the positive mindset. It taught me how to have that entrepreneurial mindset and how to take care of myself. you know uh I have to be able to be willing to accept success in this business and how far I want to do it. So it made me stronger, and it made me enjoy the journey more. So it led me to a bigger opportunity of who I am becoming. So as I've always tell myself, failure is something that everyone has to experience. It really is a journey. It shapes your success in a how would I say it? When you have rewarded yourself after a lot of refining, a lot of failing, a lot of knowing, success is sweeter because you didn't just achieve that success uh, without any effort. And you get to enjoy more the fruit of your labor because you work hard for it. As I've said, a lot of people define failure in a way that it would scare them to move forward. Don't. Failure is going to make that fear, how would I say it? Your failures will make you stronger, and that you look at fear uh, as not an equation in success. You just do it because you learned how to accept failure. You learn how to navigate life because you failed. Let's say one instance in a roadblock in my life, in a personal life, that was, I would say, it's a failure. We tried to buy a house in New Jersey on top of what we had. We already cleaned the house. We put down money, 10 grand cash. And we had the pool cleaned, the house cleaned. We had Katrina's um, birthday celebrated in that house. It was called Elmwood. So that in itself was kind of scary. It's Elmwood, it's a big land, it has swimming pool. I feel I failed myself because I trusted too quickly, and I was agreeing to buying another house, which I really don't need another house. That I would say is a failure because I base success on what you have more than what you really need. So, failure in that sense because I didn't investigate, I did not research, I did not put the benefit of the doubt that that transaction was legitimate. So, but as it says scammed or too much trust was given, that gave me the chance to be more cautious in dealing because not everything in life or not everyone is good. You have to be very careful with that. So, failure in that sense uh, I led me to being cautious and that realizing that everyone in this world is really gonna do you good. So you just have to be safe. So that'll be a failure that led to bigger opportunity. Uh, this online business that I run and life coaching is something that refines me every single day. The learning curve and the fear of failing is out of the equation because it is something that I want to do. Um, every failure or mistake or things that I don't do well, I consider them uh, as they're leading me closer to achieving my goal. So, bigger opportunities uh, are results of failures because we get more um, determined to succeed and try it over and over and over again. So every failure leads to learning, improving, and of course getting better and acquiring the necessary tools to move forward and learn from that mistake. And we build wisdom, we build experiences, we get to learn from every mistake, and hopefully we get to analyze what went wrong and then we don't make the same mistake again. As they say, if you do things over and over again with the same result, that's failure. So don't do things over and over again and you keep failing. Do something with that failure and learn from that mistake and grow from that. So when you have failed and you keep doing the same thing, that's failure. But when you have failed and you analyze what happened and then what could be done to improve your journey in life, and then it leads to a bigger opportunity and bigger goals achieved, uh, many um, many goals achieved. That disappointment can lead to a bigger success because you learn from your mistakes. So if you have experienced rejection, if you have disappointments, and setback, don't give up. Keep on going, because I could tell you for myself in my experience that when you get to be rejected, when you feel disappointed, when you have setback, that means when you keep going, keep going, you're very close to your breakthrough and your success. That's how I look at life. So that is my narrative and sharing of my own failure in the past, or mistakes in the past that led me to a bigger opportunity. There's many more failures and mistakes that I've done in my life, but I look at them now like they're part of my life's journey, and every step that I made and every mistake that I made brings me closer to my better version and my success that I'm longing to have. But with the grace of God and the gratitude of all, with what we have done in the past, we get to propel ourselves to bigger opportunities that is so vast, so big, so many opportunities. But we already carry the experiences of what those mistake has given us, the wisdom, the experience, the the grit, the tough skin and tough heart. And so when we make another mistake, it's not at all that bad. We just move forward. So God bless everybody. I have done a go live, and that is a one of the topic. Narrate failures in the past that gave you more opportunities. Amongst the many mistakes I had, and many setbacks and rejection and disappointment, they're just stepping stone to my next journey of life. And success is very close at hand. And we just have to wait, but never give up, because success definitely will be there. As long as you envision what you want, ask for what you want, do as hard work as you can to be able to achieve that success that you want. So God bless everybody. It is 18 minutes to talk, and I invite you once again to follow me in my online business, which is Pinky V Carpizo Marketing. I have a website, www.pinkycarpizo.com, and a free webinar will lead you to learn about the business, know about the business, study the business. And of course, I want to invite you to my Born to Thrive Life Coaching Academy. I'm a transformational empowerment coach and a health coach. Follow me in my journey in all social media. So God bless everybody. Thank you for tuning in. And I hope for those who watch this replay, I hope you learned something from it, as I learned from a lot of things every single day. Keep growing, keep going, and never lose hope. Failure is the vehicle to success. God bless everybody. Till next time.